It's your kinfolk D-Ray with another edition of Feed the Culture. Look, this is my first time meeting my man. He did a phenomenal job at the Christian Lounge. This is the 9th year anniversary.
Yes, it is.
And so, look, Save the Man Smoke, man. Tell us a little bit about how tonight went, man.
Tonight went awesome, man. I actually performed here maybe 3 years ago.
Okay.
When I came here the first time, I had found it on Facebook.
Okay.
And so I seen the flyer and I came out. That's when I had stopped doing music for 10 years.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah, I stopped doing music for 10 years and I met my wife and she told me that you need to start doing music again. And I was like, I don't want to do that music.
Okay.
And she's like, well, you gave your life to Christ, so do God's music.
Man, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but man, shout out to your wife,
Yes,
man, for
big time.
encouraging you
Big time.
to get in another lane, the gift that God had given you.
Yes.
But now you're giving it back to God. And I just want to shout out to her
Yes.
and give her a big thank you because that was a great connection tonight, man.
Uh-huh.
And you had great energy, man. So shout out to your
Oh,
wife.
thank you, man. Thank you. She is to be shouted out, man. Big time. Big
Yeah,
time.
man. Okay, so you were here 3 years ago. So, and tonight, tell us a little bit about how tonight in the 9th year anniversary, how'd that feel, man?
Oh man, it felt, man, I can't explain it, but I can say like this. It was amazing to see where they brought them from because being in a how can I say it, at a school, at a park.
Yeah.
And in a recreation center, renting a room to now they have a whole lounge.
Yeah.
And I mean their own spot. They can open up when they want to. It ain't gotta be, they can do it every Sunday if they wanted to.
Definitely.
So it's just amazing what God has done for these people. And I can't explain it enough, man. I'm so happy for them, man. And every time I came, I used to come not perform and they welcome us with welcome arms, man. So it was just amazing being on that stage, and an actual stage. They had a stage, the lights and the cameras, man. It was awesome, man. It was awesome.
Good, man. So tell us a little bit. You did a nice little medley tonight, man. Tell us about the music that currently and what you got coming out.
Okay, so I actually did a song. I'm creating a mixtape, and I'm just taking all mainstream artists, and I'm turning their music into God's music, and it's amazing that it's amazing how that's coming out too. So the song I did tonight was my new single off my album that I put out back in April of actually last year.
Okay.
And it was called I'm On Now. And that was a record that I had found the track. One of my guys sent it to me and he was like, oh man, you gotta do this song. And I was like, oh my God. It was just, and I'm on now means simply, if you walking with Christ, you own. When these kids nowadays, you hear them, they say, oh, I'm on. It's all about money.
Definitely,
but
man.
It's not that. When you own means you walking with Christ.
Amen.
And that means you're on. You're on in every single way. So it's not about money. It's about being on and walking with the Master.
Okay, that's great, man. Let me tell you a story. So
okay.
I'm at the Potter's House, Fort Worth campus.
Okay.
But when I first rededicated my life back to Christ, I was like, no, I'll serve anywhere. So I served in the children's ministry.
Okay.
And so I used to bring my computer, my speakers, whenever I would serve, so the kids could just jam out. And I did a bunch of Christian songs that were mainstream beats, but Christian lyrics, man. Let me tell you, it's effective.
Yes.
So what you're doing is effective.
Yes.
The kids enjoyed themselves. They had a good time. They just kept asking me, who is that? Who is that artist? Who is that? So I was letting them know, oh yeah, that's this. And so what you're doing, man, is effective. Keep it up, man. We need that.
Because, we need that.
Because that's a transition. A lot of, I can get with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
And they'll get with it, and then those questions will lead to Christ.
Yes, it will.
And so
absolutely.
I don't bash artists for doing that, because I've been around long enough to see that it all works.
Yes.
And everybody has a lane.
And
so thank you for doing what you're doing, man.
Yes, brother.
So
yes.
What you got coming up, man? What can we expect next, man?
Okay, so the album that I got right now on all social media platforms, from Spotify to iTunes, everywhere, is called A216, The Story of Hank Deuce. You can find it by just typing in Save Man Smoke. It's actually, I have two projects out, both from A216, and The Story of Hank Deuce is my current project. Great album. I think God has really put his hands on it. 16 records, great, I believe. And my next project coming out in this April is called Bible Chuck's Prayer, which means, everybody hear my titles and they get kind of crazy, but Bible, of course, which is Christ, can't do nothing without him. Chucks, which is me.
Let me get the Chucks. Let me get them. Hey,
Chucks.
Classic black and white.
Classic black and white.
Yeah.
My favorite shoe, which represents me all the way, being from Compton, California. So Bible, Chucks, Prayer.
Man.
And you can't do anything without prayer. So, which means I got Christ and I got prayer, and it's smashed in between me.
Definitely, man. Look, next time Bizzle comes, man, y'all gotta connect.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He from Compton, you from Compton.
Is that right?
Bizzle from Compton, man.
I gotta check that out. Never heard of him.
Oh man, hey, look, Bizzle.
Bizz.
So,
I'm definitely gonna look for him now.
Bizzle kind of exploded. Now I don't know if he'll say it's a Jay-Z diss song.
Okay.
But it was a song aimed at Jay-Z.
Okay.
Talking about hip hop. But he's amazing, man. He's been out for, he moved from, I've seen him a couple of times, and he just moved from Compton to Houston.
Okay.
And so he sold his house in Compton and was able to live out there for a little bit, man,
Okay.
until he got where he needed to be.
Uh-huh.
And he told all his friends, if y'all want to make a change, he said, sell your house in Compton and move to Texas, man.
Well, hey, let me tell you something, Bizzle. I sold my house in Lancaster, California,
Yeah.
and I bought me a house in Lancaster, Texas. So
Ah.
I absolutely understand exactly what you're talking about, brother. I have no intentions of going back. I love my city. I miss it all the time.
Yeah.
But I am a Texas now. I'm a Texan now,
Yeah.
through and through, and I love it here.
California is a great place to
Visit. There you go. And all you paying for is the weather, brother. So
Yeah.
I love it here, man. And I was able to rededicate my life to Christ here. I've always believed. My grandmother taught me to believe, and I've always been a believer. But I dedicated my life to Him when I came here, and I'm on now.
Hey, I'm on now. Hey, tell us again where we can get your music before you go, man.
A216, The Story of Hank Deuce, Save Man Smoke on all social platforms. So from YouTube to Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you're looking for it, it's right there. Save Man Smoke, A216, Story of Hank Deuce, and Bible Chuck's Prayer. April. Haven't set a date in April, but it will be out in April.
All right, you got it right there, man. It's Kinfield DBP, the culture, and we're going to always keep you guys close to the CHH, man. God bless you.
Yeah.